Hello everyone, my name is Droogie Forever, and today we're playing Confessions. This is not actually released yet. I was given early access to it, and they just did an update today, I believe. So I thought we'd go ahead and try it. It's basically where you read confessions that other people have written, or you write one yourself. And that's basically the whole game. So it's not very complicated, there's not much to it. So let's go in and read what some people have written. Recently, on a cold and rainy day, I drank a lot of alcohol to the point I passed out. I've been told that two strangers found my body laying on the ground and they called the ambulance. I woke up in a hospital a few hours later and gained back my consciousness. There, they said that if I'd been found just a little bit later, I would have died due to the cold or suffocation because I threw up nonstop. And if I'm being honest, I hate these two strangers for calling the ambulance. I hate that I've been taken to a hospital, and I hate that they saved my pathetic life, because I hate myself and I hate everything around me. Hate is all I know, and that's tiring. What's this? What does this do? What is this? I drank heavily in high school because I didn't know that I could ask for help. I went through the darkest, most emotionally scarring moments of my life alone. Please reach out to the trustworthy adults in your life. When I was a kid, I found a recipe for a snack, a fresh cucumber with honey. I tried it and it was really delicious, but people would give me weird looks for eating that. Sometimes I think about it and how people can label you as someone worse than they are because of something trivial. It takes away my hope. I am 28 years old and still afraid of the dark. I peed my pants on the school bus once in primary school. My husband doesn't know that I identify as bisexual. I'm afraid that he or others would fetishize it or worse. When I see members of my family show affection to their children, I get jealous. I have had thoughts about doing violent things in retaliation and how they would respond. Playing out these scenarios on repeat only makes things worse, and it makes me hate them for seeing this side of them. The affection they might feel for me now can very quickly turn into pure hatred. What? I'm a little confused about this one. Members of the family show affection to their children. I get jealous. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I constantly lie to everyone who loves me so they can't see how messed up I really am. I lie as easily as I breathe about everything from what I did in a day to my past relationships. I want to stop, but I can't untangle all that I've ever said. I troll online forums and in multiplayer games because I'm so insecure and self-hating that I need to make others unhappy in order to feel better. That's a lot of people. I think a lot of people do that. That's most trolls, I think. He hurt me so much, I don't know if I'll ever trust anyone else again. I don't know if I have it in me to forgive him either. It's not entirely his fault, but he's not blameless either. I have violent thoughts surrounding my mother. She's done a lot for me and doesn't deserve to have anything like what has played out in my mind happen to her. But I honestly hate her, and I want to move out of the house as quickly as possible and leave her alone. We fight multiple times a week. I can't tell my family I'm gay. I'm pretty sure they would disown me. I wish my mom would just be happy that I have at least tried to meet someone. I don't know if I believe in God. Why is life so sad? If there was a God, why would he allow life to be like this? Why must there be so much injustice and so much difference in the quality of lives? Why do people suffer? If my parents had not raised me to believe in God, would I ever have even considered it? No, probably not. No. Even if God is real, maybe just disappearing into oblivion would be better than an afterlife. No, this is the key right here. If you're not raised from a child conditioned to believe in it, you probably won't. As I didn't. I mean, I was not raised that way, so I wasn't conditioned. So I just ended up not believing it. It sounds like a fairy tale. It is a fairy tale. There's no science behind it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The only way people end up believing that stuff is usually if they're conditioned to from an early age. That's the bulk of it. I regret ever taking drugs. Nothing good came from it, only bad. I can't forgive the people that have hurt me. It's been years and I still wish I could hurt them so much more. It eats away at me. I do my best to not think about it all, but I just can't move on. I doubt they ever think about me. To them it wasn't a big deal. To me it changed my life. I hate them. I can't let go of the hate. I feel like a lot of this, as a child I stole Disney stickers from Toys R Us. Yeah, a lot of this stuff I feel like could be solved with meditation, which is not something everybody wants to do, but now in the pandemic it's kind of important to me. I've been meditating lately and it's been helping a lot because it just clears your head. That's all it is. It's not any like hokey religion or anything. It's just taking time to just breathe and calm yourself. And you don't have to think about anything, but you can think about something, but I tend not to. I've done the transcendental version where you repeat a phrase that means nothing in order to attempt to transcend. It works pretty well for me. I don't know that I've transcended. I think more of that is in me not believing that you can do it. But it calms me down. I like meditating. I think a lot of these meditation would help with a lot of these issues. It kind of just melts away stuff like that to where you just feel better, you know. The thing is that I'm really jealous of what my friends have, even though I shouldn't be. I don't feel inferior. I don't think that they are luckier than me. I just feel like they are better than me. I've been depressed since I was 9. I know, how can a 9-year-old be depressed? To be honest, I don't know either. I don't think anybody believes me, like truly believes me. I've never felt safe around my dad. He hasn't done anything, but something about him makes me uneasy. I did so much wrong last year, made my family cry, used many drugs, and helped destroy lives. I'm disgusted with myself, but I'm working through it. When I was in rehab in January, one of the kids that was there with me was murdered. He was only 19. So fucking sad. I don't want to live anymore. I'm 17 years old and my family hates me. I always lie to seem better and someone that I'm not towards others. I even lie to make myself feel happy and good and to have others feel sympathy for me. I simply want to admire who I am as a person and myself, but can't find a way to do so. I put my cat outside for a while in winter. It was negative 29 outside, but she really wanted to go and she never came back. I haven't seen her since. I park in 2 spots so no one can park next to me. I don't know what to do with my life. Sometimes I just want to die, but I know my mom will be sad, so I just keep going. When I was 18, I found old letters from my mother to my sister that said I was only a burden to the family. Oh, shit. I'm sorry I laughed at that. That actually reminds me of this situation from my own life. Not about me, but if you knew the situation, you would laugh. In my situation, not that one. That was more where the laugh was coming from. It wasn't really funny. It kind of was, though. Kind of funny. I'm not going to explain it, but you would have had to have been there. But I wasn't laughing at that person, just so you know. I want to kill my mom and sister sometimes, not because I hate them or because they hate me or hurt me. Well, they do hurt me, but it's not intentional, I think. They just fight so much. Whenever they start screaming at each other, my head starts to rumble, maybe, and I feel tears coming into my eyes. I hate that feeling. I love them so much, but sometimes I just wonder, wouldn't it be easier if they just disappeared? I'm just a kid. I shouldn't have to spend every moment wondering if the people I care about are going to survive through the day. I'm tired but can't sleep, and I can't seem to ever get rid of the constant feeling of stress that looms over me. I'm so lonely and empty. Sometimes I want to disappear for some time, like suddenly ceasing to exist. No one will know me nor remember me until I feel like existing again. I am too afraid to be myself. I'm drifting apart from my online friends and I can't quite accept how they're fine without me, but at the same time I can't really bring myself to do anything about it. Yeah, that's just how it is with online friends, fleeting, you know. Um, they're not really invested in it because it's an online thing. I don't really have any online friends. Like I have like maybe one or two, but mostly they're just like acquaintances. I post stuff online all the time and I'm like, man, I have so many followers, but literally no one interacts with me. Zero. You just got to try not to think about it, you know? It sucks. It sucks, but whatever. I'm in love with my girlfriend's best friend, which is also my ex, because I dated her before my current girlfriend. Nobody wants me. I'm Asian, gay, and chubby. Hey, so was, well, other than gay, Bobby Lee, the comedian, and he found someone, you know? So, yeah, just keep looking. I don't know what to do with my life. I feel down all the time and want to end my life. I don't think my life has meaning and anything to anybody. I feel like my life is slowly draining of motivation to live. Yeah, see, a lot of this, I swear to God, like, I know it sounds silly, but just maybe the key is the transcending part. I don't do that part, but maybe if you could, that's the key to like. It just seems like I'm like an unbelievably angry person, which you know if you've watched this channel for a long time. I snap over the littlest thing, and I will get insanely angry. It's in my blood, man. It runs in the family. But meditation calms me down, like, and it just makes me not care about dumb stuff that I don't know that I just don't need to worry about. It helps. It really does. It's a great thing. Meditation. It's awesome. I cheated on my girlfriend before we broke up the first time, and now we're back together, and I feel terrible. It's funny, I feel that I'm in love with one of my friends. I totally know that my friend is not prettier than my girlfriend. Still, I can't deny the fact that I'm into her. It's just confusing now, especially that me and my girl have been in a relationship for a long time, and yes, I still think that I'm still in love with her, or it is just me feeling responsible. I hate few of my closest friends, but I have no other option unless I want to be completely alone. I'm secretly bisexual, but I'm scared to tell my family because some of them are homophobic. Yeah, that's a big problem in this world. I got drunk and hit a girl once, and I feel so tired from carrying that secret, and I stopped drinking because of it. I'm supposed to write down my burdens, right? Well, I honestly don't know what I'm doing with my life. I lack purpose and latch onto others for some kind of feeling. Insomnia consumes my life. I hate most people. Social interaction is a burden. Yeah. I fall into that category. I hate almost everyone, and I do not like to interact with people. But it also pisses me off when, not in life, like in real life, I don't like to socially interact with people. I hate it. But on the internet, I do kind of like to interact with people, but no one wants to interact with me there. They only want to interact with me in real life, which is where I don't want to interact with people. It's weird. I don't know. It's like on the internet I actually want to, but no one wants to. But in real life, I don't want anything to do with it. I just want to be, with my girlfriend. I don't want to be with anybody else. And I end up having to interact with people, and I hate it. When I was working in corporate businesses, I used to hide in empty meeting rooms to fart. I have a massive backlog of video games on Steam that I will never get to, ever. There's hundreds of games just sitting there and they will never be played. I wish I could just take all the unwanted games I bought from Steam sales over the years and just give them to others. A regret I have is that I listened to my mother and went for a degree that I had next to no passion for and just did it because it was safe and not actually what I wanted to do in life. So I ran up thousands of dollars in debt pursuing this degree. I now have said degree and am now considering a lifestyle change as well as a career change, and I'm in my mid-30s. Yeah, that sucks. Being an introvert can cause some issues. People think you're avoiding them purposefully. Yeah, right? Sometimes I have, though. It's a really sad time when doing this makes you lose your last one chance to see your grandfather. Yeah, I missed a wedding for my sister because I have like panic attacks in public. So I didn't go to the wedding, and I explained to her, but, secretly I think she was really disappointed. And I'm sure she was, and she had every right to be. But there wasn't anything I could do about it. I didn't want to ruin her big day with the attention being focused on me and my issues that I still haven't been able to fix. And I mean, I've been to the doctor. I've had millions of tests run. Yeah, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. And been on a bunch of different medications, and none of it seems to fix the problem I have in public with having panic attacks around lots of people. It's almost like it's not even the amount of people. I feel claustrophobic. It's like the more people around, the more suffocated I feel. I don't like it, and then I have trouble breathing. It's almost like being trapped in an elevator, like something like that. Only it's getting smaller. That's what it feels like when I'm around a lot of people. I don't like it. Which is insane for somebody who used to perform on stage in front of lots of people. But I don't like it anymore. I don't know what happened. It's like a switch just got flicked. And now I'm a different person. It's so weird. I've hurt people. It's hard to live with what I've done, and the guilt compels me to be worse, I tell myself I'm this horrible monster all the time, and I believe it. I've been forgiven. I'm so lucky to have been forgiven, yet I haven't changed. I'm trying to, though. I hope it's enough. I hope I get better. I'm scared I won't, but all I can do is hope, right? Ever since I was young, I've had rather malicious thoughts. It never is directed to anyone in particular, but as a general to people. I don't really enjoy knowing this or having to deal with it, but there have been times where it has been acted on. To who reads this, don't worry, I haven't actually killed anyone. Well, thanks for that last sentence. I must confess that I actually love animals more than I love humans. Yes, see, that's me as well. I love animals, but I hate people. I don't like people. Sometimes I get the urge to just get rid of my roommate. He always has a reason to why he misses weeks of work and won't pay for his own food, instead taking what I have while I'm at work. I know if I kick him out, I'd be practically signing his death warrant, since he cannot keep a job or do much of anything on his own, but it gets to be so tempting. Sometimes you got to. It's the only way to get through to people, It's a shitty situation, but honestly, I'd kick him out because, it's coming down to it's affecting your life because this person doesn't give a shit about their own, and you've got to do what's best for you, You can only help people so much. Sometimes I wish humanity would just die. It hurts me to see so much greed and hate in the world, how humans are destroying the environment. Earth would be better off without humans on it. Yeah, I don't think anybody would disagree with that. When I was an apprentice at a music store, there were 2 books about guitar techniques that were quite intriguing to me, so I took them home, which was not forbidden, as it's good to know what we sell. I found them quite interesting, so I decided to take them for myself and didn't bring them back, but I never paid for them either, so I actually stole them. I purposely discounted some products for myself at the place I used to work. I nearly killed my stepfather once. He tried to attack me when I was 12, and I pinned him to the ground and applied pressure to his neck. What's worse is that I actually enjoyed it at the time and had to pull myself back. At work, I sometimes will purposely leave things for the next crew. I used to care more and stock everything up to the brim, but after 3 years and coming in to find that everything I stocked was emptied and not refilled, I stopped caring. I can't let go of my hate I hold for my family. I know what was done was not malicious and for some parts was meant to try and help. In the end, though, it ended up messing me up a lot as a kid. It's hard for me. It is hard for me to find myself being happy nowadays. I wonder if this is the same Adam. I find enjoyment in little things, and my relationship is something I'm not too attached to anymore. Similarly to this concept of life, I would never take my life, but this will burden my mind till my last remaining days on this planet. I'm sorry for betraying you, Pedro. I really have no care for my own well-being. While I may not be purposefully self-destructive, I will not go out of my way to make sure I'm safe. I once was quite a kleptomaniac. It took me a few years to break from that, but I sometimes can feel that urge even now. I wish I wasn't me. I'm so broken on the inside, and my friends try to get me to talk about things, but it's hard when nobody understands. It's hard to want to keep going when everyone you love is dead. There's nothing you can fix because you can't bring the dead back to life. You just have to embrace the pain and sorrow and hope you can gain the strength every day to keep moving forward. But my demons tell me every day that I'm not strong enough. I've committed several war crimes in Yugoslavia. Jesus. I am physically handicapped and suffer lots of pain. Sometimes I think of suicide. I'm afraid I'll never publish the story I want to tell, that I'll never publish anything worthwhile. I miss the days I could write without fear. How can I get them back? I don't know. I have something I'm working on that I hope makes it one day, but I said that about everything I've started to write in my life. This one feels different. I've never had an idea where the moment that I got it, I said, this is something that could live on forever, past when I'm here. And the idea I got for this newest thing I'm working on, immediately, as soon as I got it, it was like a light switch. This is something that will be able to live on after I'm gone. And I never had that feeling before with anything else I ever worked on. So it might just be that you haven't found the right thing, the right story. But it might not. I don't know. But it's something I've struggled with a lot too, because I enjoy writing, and you never have gotten anything published. I mean, I've self-published a couple short stories, but that's it. I'm addicted to energy drinks. Okay, that used to be me. So this is actually maybe related to panic attacks. I don't know. But I used to drink, in the morning, I would drink 1 to 3 cups of coffee. And then I would drink AMP energy drinks, which is made by Mountain Dew. I would drink AMP energy drinks the entire rest of the day. Usually minimum 2, and then sometimes more. And I would just feel high as hell all day, every day. And I did this for years. And then one day, and it may have been brought about by the energy drinks, and this is why I stopped immediately. I just had this panic attack in the cafeteria where I work. There were people in front of and behind me, and all of a sudden it just felt like the walls were closing in on me, and I just couldn't breathe. And then every time I tried to drink an energy drink after that, my heart rate would spike, and it would make me feel like I could have a panic attack. Not that I was having one, but it made me feel like I could have one. So I stopped doing it. I stopped eating sugar. I stopped coffee. I switched to decaf, and I only have 1 cup in the morning. And I put a little bit of cream in it, but no sugar. No sugar at all. So I just drink decaf with cream in the morning, and then water all the rest of the day. I don't drink anything else. Once in a while, I have something with sugar in it, like a piece of candy or whatever. But for the most part, I've cut out all sugar. I used to smoke packs of cigarettes a day, usually, at least 1. I don't do that anymore. It's been over 2 years, but I do still use nicotine. That's the only stimulant that I still use. It's like a lozenge type thing. When you hear this sound on my videos, hold on. I'm trying to open it. There, that popping sound, that's me getting a lozenge out of this thing. So I still do those, but that's it. But the energy drinks, I think, brought about that issue, and now it's a permanent thing that I can't stop having. So watch out with the energy drinks. Get off the energy drinks if you can. You want to? I don't know about that. All right. Ooh. All right. I think we've read enough of these. This has gone on. I've been 25 minutes reading other people's stuff here. I could write my own, but I don't know if I should or not. I already admitted to several while we were playing this, so I mean, I don't know. But I do think for a lot of these problems, meditation might work. It might. I don't know. I mean, and it's, the thing I like about meditation is you don't have to, you can be from any walk of life. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are. There's nothing telling you not to meditate in any religious book that I'm aware of. So it's not like you're praying to anything. You're not believing in some weird entity. It's just, you're just relaxing and calming your mind. So in my mind, meditation could help with a lot of these. But I don't know. I mean, it's each individual is different, right? But you don't know until you try. Sit down for 20 minutes. Get yourself a mantra. The one I found online that means nothing, or at least in English it means nothing, is Vasa, V-A-S-A. So you just don't say it out loud. You sit down, you can cross your legs if you want. You can lean up against a wall if you want. Close your eyes and let yourself kind of drift off. And in your head, you're saying Vasa, 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 Vasa. But you're not saying it out loud. You just repeat that over and over again. It's just a mantra. Just find anything. Just make up anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Or it can be a real one. Sometimes people say, what they want out of life, like a spouse or something like that. And you can repeat that mantra. It doesn't matter. Whatever, or if you want to feel hate slip away, maybe repeat something like love, something like that. Just whatever. Doesn't matter what it is. That's not the point. The point is to draw your attention away from thinking about anything else. So if you think about the mantra, you're not thinking about anything else. And that allows your mind to just, it focuses on that one tiny menial task while you slip away. And it just kind of allows you to get to this place of absolute calm and serenity. I think it would really help a lot of these people because it helped me a lot. So anyway, that's Confessions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, tell that like button you want to smash. And don't forget to subscribe. You stay you, I'll stay me. Droogie forever. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Later.